Hello YouTube, this is Shirley426 and today we have the review of the HGUC Acguy. This is one of the most symbolic amphibious mobile suits in the Gundam universe besides the Zagok. And this is the granddaddy or the ancestor of those bear guy, Pucci guys, P-Tech guys, whatever you call those ones that we've started seeing recently a lot, and I wish they would stop. So let's get on to the review. First of all, I would like to say that this kit is very fun to build actually, and it won't disappoint any of you once you get it. Usually I see reviews of the Master Grade, which I am going to go for in the future. So but at the same time, even though you get the HGUC version, you're going to be pretty satisfied with this kit as well. Now let's get on to the review and start off with what you get. You get of course, the Acguy itself. You get two of these hand missile pods, but they look different, which I will explain later. You get some extra polycaps left, and you don't really use that many. And let's see, you get I guess not but you get these extender arms. Now, each part you see here is different size, as you can see. This one being the largest, medium, and small. So you get two of each sets. These allows you to make the Acguy look like it's stretching its arms, and I will show you guys that later. You get one sticker, and yeah, it's been a while since I only seen a kit that only gives you one sticker, and which is for the Mono-Eye. It's pink. You get a claw hand, I guess, if you like to call this. You get a claw hand, and you get another version which it looks like it's folded up. Then again, yeah, I believe the Master Grade doesn't have this kind of type of hands where you have the claw hand and you can fold it inside the arm. Well, then again, this is the high grade version, so not much to expect. And interestingly, you get this piece, and this is for the scene or part to make it look like the one that we saw in the Gundam MS-8 team. I mean 8's MS team, where there was a Acguy with only one arm. And when I first saw that scene, I thought that was like a cut off arm, but by looking at this now and more observation, it's more like it has been ejected for some reason. And despite that scene, that Acguy looked very menacing. And one thing I should tell you guys is I had to buy two of these because I broke a piece here and it's pretty annoying, but I will explain. After like getting the spare parts, I think I just happened to got a defective version of this piece particularly. Okay, let's get on to the review. Now I will start with the articulations as usual. The head, despite its looks, it does have some movement. Now the head, there's a Mono-Eye and it can move a long range, to be honest, but before that it can go up that much. And you can see the neck part here. I think this is the same part they used for the HGUC Acguy. The neck goes up pretty much, goes down that much, and 360. Now I think because of this chin or mouth part, it's kind of colliding with the main body part, so I don't think 360 is possible. But beyond that, it doesn't need to go 360 because of the Mono-Eye gimmick. However, in order to move the Mono-Eye, it's kind of annoying at this point. You have to take off the cover of the head. I'm not sure how it is like with the Master Grade version, but I will show you guys anyway. And this is my first time actually doing this, so I'm being extremely careful not to break anything. And just in case, I'm going to take off the head. Okay, let me just put this down. The Mono-Eye, it's kind of connected in an interesting way. Come on. Great. Okay, on the process, okay. The Mono-Eye can move like any direction. Basically, it's clipped in here and it can move pretty much anywhere it can, as you can see. It can go backwards that much, and I mean each side actually, and then it can go upward. Okay, kind of tricky because it's not exactly on a swivel system, it's just like it's clipped onto it. It can go backward that much. Oh, yeah. Because of the design of this part, that was like a mistake of me to do so. But it's pretty interesting that the way how they designed this. And believe it or not, I wasn't really aware of this part, but the Acguy actually had Vulcans in its head. Usually the games I played, they never really showed this part. Usually the parts I would see the machine guns in the arms, but however, these pieces I'm currently putting in back are Vulcans. And you have a whole entire clear piece on top of the head. So this clear piece actually covers up the entire head. Okay, let's hope I can put this back in. There we go. Aha. It has a firm connection. So one thing that does kind of bother me, this could be just me, but the mono eye will move like by itself if you shake it like that. Okay, let's put, and the connection of the head is just a peg with a polycap inside there. Okay, the arms now without those with those special pieces here, the arm doesn't have much movement. Even it doesn't really have the basic bend. Yeah, that's as far as you go. And the main piece I actually broke was the connector part between this here and this part, where there's a peg coming out from this arm. And the thing is that the connection between these two pieces, basically inside here in the arm, there's a small piece that looks like a polycap, but no, it's actually a plastic piece that looks like a polycap piece. And the connection was just too tight. The moment I put there's supposed to be a ball joint here. I was kind of worried, but I just went on. And after building the kit, the arm was in a funky position, so I tried to twist it to make it look right. And at that point, what happened, or what I'm assuming, is that the ball joint had also got twisted at the same time. So basically, the piece that's not supposed to move got twisted. And then I was trying to attach this part, so it requires you to take off this arm, the forearm. And that's how I snapped the piece. So I got another one. Hopefully I don't break again. Even though I do break one, I still have one more chance. I will show these later after I'm done with the articulation. Now, the hands. Now you have like basically a lot of choices, and there I go saying basically twice again. The Acguy has a lot of variations in the weapons, not in terms of the design, but according to Gundam Wiki, the Acguy has a lot of variations when it comes to weapons. There is one that fires beam weapons from here, or there's one that uses machine guns, and this one's just for missiles or slash torpedoes. And here are the claw arm. Now the claw arm, I wasn't expecting too much. However, when opening the claw arm, it's not too bad. I mean, however, when I try to close it, they don't really match up on the middle. There's a little bit of difference. I'm not sure why that's the case, but it's gonna be tricky for me to match the position. The way how you change the arms is very simple. You just take this part off, and then each of these pieces have their own peg, and you just attach the peg onto the arm. I'm just gonna leave it here because I somehow like these torpedoes. I don't know why, but they're kind of interesting. And also, while mentioning this, I'm really hoping that Bandai or at least has some considerations on making the Acguy from Thunderbolt, because I've been reading Gundam Thunderbolt volume, I think it's 5. Yeah, volume 5. This is the Korean version, but I've seen or watched the Acguy in action, and it looked very nice. I do collect a lot. I do prefer the amphibious mobile suits from Zeon rather than the usual ones we see. And it was so interesting. The design was kind of different. And I'm not sure I'm supposed to say this, but here's a little bit spoiler. The Acguy from the Thunderbolt version can use a beam saber. I think it's a beam saber, because the way how they drew it, it has to be a beam saber to some degree. And I am just so excited. If they do make one, I'm really happy. I'm also waiting for the Gundam Atlas / Atlas Gundam. So who knows? Okay. Now for the legs. Nothing too special on the legs. Let's see. The legs, I don't think they have that much articulation because of the design itself. There's no like front skirt, back skirt, side skirt armor, so it's pretty much free to move. You can go forward a lot, I guess, more than 90 degrees. Bending, okay, it's a double jointed bend. Also, despite these parts, it looks like it has an inner frame, but not really. It does not have an inner frame. However, when you build the kit, you will realize that you can see these gray parts all over the place. It just gives you the illusion of having like an inner frame. So just letting you guys know. Then this is the high grade, so don't expect too much inner frame detail. Of course, in the head there's a lot of inner frame detail, as you just saw on when I was showing the model eye. And let's see, the backpack, nothing too special. Just these two thrusters move, or boosters, or I'm not sure what you call those, and you have these special parts, not exactly parts, but molded in for detail for aquatic mobile suits, because these things basically swim around. Yeah, turbines. I forgot the exact term, but turbines. You got turbines on the feet. They don't spin since they're just molded in. Okay, now for the finale, the effect parts, or arm extenders. The way how this works now, I'm going to be very careful, and I'm just going to show only one arm. You take this part off. Come on. Okay, good. I'm freaking scared to break another one of these again. And pretty simple. You can just attach it right away. There we go. And then you attach the the arm again. This time I'm gonna go for the claw arm, to show the way how we saw in the Gundam Ace MS team. Now, of course, one thing I do not understand is that in the anime, this claw arm did not look like this. It had a more menacing looking claw, which I was hoping to see, but no. Or it could be just the drawing style. They were maybe going for the original claw like this, but went for like a different style. And this is the normal way, but in the instruction manual, they tell you that you can attach basically one more set of these onto here, but basically you have to go for like 2 joints each. So you have to connect the big ones together first, and then the middle ones, and then the small ones. So 2, 2, 2 to make it even longer if you wish to do so. And once you attach these, it does have a little bit more movement, because each of them are connected to a ball joint. They have 2 modes, where you can make it look like it's closed up, or you can extend a little bit each by each to make it longer and have a little bit more movement. But you don't have like movements like a 90-degree or like double jointed bends like we see in modern high grades these days. Just letting you guys know. But the Acguy, those who know the Acguy knows that this is not a mobile suit to have such articulations like those. And finally, on this arm, okay, once again, be careful. Okay, almost there. Oh, I popped the arm. Okay, fine. And you have this piece where you just need to attach it here. They have these pegs and shapes going on. You just need to attach them on the right position. And this is what the way how the shoulder connects. It might get annoying time to time, but it's not too bad. Also, there's no movement of the peg that's inside the body, so don't try to like force move the shoulders backwards and forward. And there we go. We have the ejected arm. It does look kind of. I do like this kind of effects. I wish more kits would come in with these kind of damaged effects or ejected arm effects. I'm kind of a fan of those. Okay, I almost forgot to mention that the arms articulation on the outside. The arms can go about 90 degrees out front. I mean out, a little bit more than 90 degrees if you look at it, the way how it bends. I don't think same goes for the leg as well. It can go 90 degrees outside as well. So it has a lot of articulations than you think. And the feet have your basic ball jointed, I think ball jointed ankles, if you can even call those ankles. Anyway, this was the review of the high grade Universal Century Acguy. Once again, this is an amphibious mobile suit, so you don't expect like something too like spectacular articulations like double bented arms, for example. And this is a pretty old kit. It's number 78, and I'm not sure. Despite that, it's a good quality kit. It's fun to build, and this is one of those kits that doesn't really need a revive. But however, I would love to see a Thunderbolt version to come out as HG or heck even MG. And this kit basically made me, there I go saying basically again, sorry about that. This kit made me wonder or got curious about the master grade version. So in the future, I am definitely going to get the master grade version. And I'm still like really excited for all the amphibious mobile suits out there, because I'm kind of a fan of the amphibious mobile suits, of course, because there's not many amphibious type mobile suits in the Federation side. The only one I can think of is the Premium Bandai exclusive waterproof Gundam, or aka Gundiver. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the HGUC Acguy. I can recommend this to anybody. It's a very basic build and fun to build, and the structure is not too simple but not too difficult at the same time. The color scheme is pretty awesome. You won't get disappointed with this kit. So thank you for watching. I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out of, so please stay tuned. If you found this review informative or interesting, please like my videos and subscribe to my channel. Once again, thank you for watching, and see you guys next time!